What's up everybody? In today's video we're going to be making an armorer Christmas ornament. So I got the files over on Etsy. They will be linked down below in the description. I did resin print these. You can print them on an FDM, but it's going to take a lot more sanding and prep work after the fact. So I printed these on the Mars Pro 3. It took about 3.5 hours to print. They're not too big. They do come out really clean on a resin printer, so I do recommend printing them on a resin printer. There's a Star Wars themed Christmas tree in our house this year, and we could not find any good ornaments, so I decided to make some. So after the prints were done, I had to clean them up in some isopropyl alcohol, give them a nice little clean, get any leftover resin off of them before curing. So this is just 91% alcohol on the Elegoo wash and cure station. So we're just going to toss the pin there and let them spin around for about 4 or 5 minutes. After the alcohol bath is done, I'm just going to hang these up here on my trusty straw there, just so they can drip out any leftover IPA that's inside. I'm also going to rinse them off because my alcohol is pretty murky if you haven't noticed, but I do have to change it out. I just haven't had time to go to Sam's Club and get the big bottles of alcohol. Next up, we're going to cure them. I usually cure them for about 2.5 minutes. And then I'll turn it on its side so the inside will cure. After laying a coat of primer, we're going to lay some gold metallic spray paint on them. I know she's kind of got like a bronze look, probably, like it's like a dirtier gold. But I didn't want to get too detailed with it because it's just a Christmas ornament. It's not a cosplay, so we don't need to be super detailed. But this gold lays on really nice. You just have to make sure the can is, warm. So I would suggest putting it in a bucket of warm water a few minutes before you start painting. If it's cold, it's gonna dry terribly and it's gonna look like crap. You also don't want to go too heavy on the coats. You see I'm just spritzing here and there and I'm trying to get underneath. If you go too heavy, it will run, and it will run fast. Once I laid the coat on it, it really started to come together. Now next up, we are going to paint in the visor with a paint marker pen that I got, Craftsmart paint marker pen that I got from Michaels. So I bought a fine tip one to kind of outline the edges. I did get a little bit of black on the outer portions. It was a little bit difficult because sometimes the pen doesn't push out that much paint, but then sometimes it just spills out if you push too hard. You kind of got to get a feel for it. So I used the fine tip to fill in those little edges, and then I also bought like the fatter tip one that to fill in like the bigger areas to get it painted faster. You saw I was shaking the pen because it wasn't really coming out. I had an oopsie moment on my first set where I spilled paint everywhere. I had to clean it up with alcohol. Now if you had printed these on an FDM, which it's completely possible, I would suggest doing it like fine layers, like a 0.2 millimeter layer height, printing really slow. You would have more of that prep work of sanding, but overall it came out really nice. I'm happy with it. I also have a Din Djarin one that I made and Darth Vader ones that I have made. Those files are also available too, I think. But they look really good. Anybody who's seen my trees like, oh, where'd you get these ornaments from? Hallmark? I'm like, no, just made them myself. If you enjoyed today's video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe if you'd like to see any more tutorials. If you'd like to see the Dinjarin process of making the Mandalorian helmet, please also let me know. I have that one I can make one for. A lot more stuff coming out on the channel, little by little, trying to get there. But thank you to everybody who subscribed. We're up to like 260 something, I think. But I really thank you all from the bottom of my heart for supporting this channel. You have a good one. Peace out.